In this episode of This is the Mackenzie Tour PGA Tour Canada, we've landed in Kelowna for the third and final stop on the BC Swing, where the community rallies around their marquee event, all for a good cause.
Our company is built around philanthropy and giving back to the communities in which we work. This year, because of the terrible floods that we've seen up in Kelowna, we will be donating part of the proceeds to the Red Cross flood relief.
Our players enjoyed every moment off the course.
There he is, there's the hammer.
Taking in the beauty of the Okanagan Valley.
What they say about vines is true, you know, there's nothing beats age, old vines makes good wine.
Before turning their focus to competition at the GolfBC Championship.
I'm throwing darts and I mean, it's nice to see, and just the putter's finally working. It's just been a solid week.
The Mackenzie Tour PGA Tour Canada from Kelowna. Next. This is the Mackenzie Tour PGA Tour Canada. The Mackenzie Tour PGA Tour Canada is well underway with a stop at the third leg of the BC Swing at the 2017 GolfBC Championship in Kelowna. Gallagher's Canyon Golf and Country Club is just one in a collection of world-class golf courses throughout British Columbia and Hawaii, owned and operated by GolfBC.
We're a diverse portfolio of product that we own and operate across British Columbia and Hawaii. We're really trying to provide great golf experiences across the province of BC. We try and provide an exceptional product, great service, and really just to showcase properties throughout the province.
GolfBC signed a 4-year agreement with the Mackenzie Tour PGA Tour Canada to be the title sponsor of this event through 2019.
We always want to align ourselves with strong brands, and they don't get much stronger than the PGA Tour. So for us to align ourselves with them is a perfect fit. Helps us elevate our brand, create more awareness for ourselves.
In 2016, its inaugural year, the GolfBC Championship raised an impressive $150,000 for the BC Cancer Foundation.
The BC Cancer Foundation raises funds exclusively to support the BC Cancer Agency, and we raise funds for innovative research and enhancements to cancer care. The impact on our patients here is significant. It's philanthropy getting together with research that is making the difference with cancer patients' lives today, so we can have more and more patients to say, I'm still here, because of events like this and the funds that we raise through generous donors of the BC Cancer Foundation.
Our company is built around philanthropy and giving back to the communities in which we work. We felt that the GolfBC Championship was a way we could help raise charity dollars and funds to help the local communities, but also help showcase British Columbia to not only Canada but the rest of North America.
The main focus of the GolfBC Championship is to make a charitable impact in the Kelowna area.
Our goal is to exceed what we raise for charity, and this year, because of the terrible floods that we've seen up in Kelowna, we will be donating part of the proceeds to the Red Cross flood Kelowna relief. For us to be able to do our part to help these victims of the flood, we feel it's just our duty to do that.
The 2017 edition of the GolfBC Championship officially kicks off with ceremonial tee shots from Canadian junior Stella LaGrange.
How about that, ladies and gentlemen?
Wow. And Mackenzie Tour PGA Tour Canada Pro, Jamie Sadlowski.
Did it come down yet?
I'd like to thank all the Kelowna residents for coming out and supporting this great event. Kelowna had long been on our radar to establish an event. Thanks to GolfBC and the Chan family for making that happen and having a vision for the event. The event last year was second in total money raised on tour, which is a great testament to what they've been able to do and accomplish in their first year. Thanks to this event, our tour collectively raised over $1 million for local charities in Canada last year. So we're hoping to raise more this year, of course.
We're grateful to the local residents, members, the business community, and the City of Kelowna for embracing the GolfBC Championship in our second year. Very proud to be here, and a special thank you to the team at Gallagher's Canyon. They've really done an amazing job, and we hope you enjoy attending the GolfBC Championship. Will you join us in showcasing our support for these extremely talented golfers as they make their way to the next level of their golf careers? All the best of luck to the players. Thanks for being here.
The morning wrapped up with the long drive and straight drive competition to raise funds for the BC Cancer Foundation.
That looks good, right down the pipe and deep. These Gallagher's guys hit it straight. Well struck, Doug. We'll get a measurement on that. 348 puts him in a tie for the longest drive. There's one. If that stays in, that is deep.
With competition on the horizon, Wednesday set the tone for a great week. The BC swing continues as the Mackenzie Tour PGA Tour Canada tees it up at Gallagher's Canyon Golf and Country Club for the opening round of the GolfBC Championship. And getting on the board early was University of Alabama alum Robbie Shelton.
I've been playing well in the practice rounds, and I figured out something my putting and my ball striking. I had a great start. I was 4 through 5, so I'm playing really well.
Finishing the round with an 8 under 63 gives Sheldon the lead heading into the second round, but he has several chasers right on his heels. Like British Columbia native Sean Harlington, who'd love to capture the title on his home turf. He finishes with a share of 15th at 4 under par. And 2 Americans, Hunter Stewart and Wade Binfield, who each pick up 7 birdies on the day, but also give a few back to settle in at 5 under, tied for 7th. Chase Wright does one better. With only a single bogey on his card, he finishes the day at 6 under, right behind Evan Bowser. Making his 3rd start of the season, the Michigan native is yet to make a cut.
I hadn't been playing good coming in, but I know I have the game to compete out here. So I was just thinking, just keep doing what you're doing, stay relaxed. I kind of let my mind get ahead of myself the last couple of weeks. So I stayed at the moment here today, and it was pretty easy. I just felt like I could work the ball both ways and hit a lot of good shots.
With a bogey-free 64, Bowser sits alone in second and looks to replicate his opening round success.
Now this is different to be thinking about the tournament, actually winning, just try to do exactly what I did today, tomorrow, and just hope to have a good score again. If you get good shots and you start rolling it, there's nothing really to stop you.
Coming up on this is the Mackenzie Tour PGA Tour Canada. Grayson Sigg, Max McGreevy, and Jake Kevorkian tour one of BC's pioneer wineries. Cedar Creek Estate Winery produces some of the best wines in the Okanagan Valley.
Welcome to Cedar Creek.
How are you?
Good, I'm Taylor, I'm the winemaker here. So welcome to our vineyard.
And then the action continues with round 2 of the 2017 GolfBC Championship, when this is the Mackenzie Tour PGA Tour Canada returns. This is the Mackenzie Tour PGA Tour Canada. Kelowna is the birthplace of winemaking in British Columbia, known for its top quality wines that regularly win national and international awards. And before the tournament, Mackenzie Tour PGA Tour Canada players Grayson Sigg, Max McGreevy, and Jake Kevorkian visited one of BC's pioneer wineries. Cedar Creek Estate Winery produces some of the best wines in the Okanagan Valley.
Gentlemen, welcome to Cedar Creek.
How are you?
Good, I'm Taylor, I'm the winemaker here.
Perfect.
So welcome to our vineyard.
Cedar Creek Estate Winery is located just 20 minutes from downtown Kelowna, making it an ideal destination for locals and those touring wine country.
This is one of our prized blocks, planted about 25 years ago, so what they say about vines is true, there's nothing beats age, old vines makes good wine.
With over 3 decades of wine growing experience, Cedar Creek has been recognized twice as Canada's Winery of the Year.
We've got our 2015 Block 3 Riesling. We're trying the wine that we make from this parcel of fruit here.
That is good.
That's really good. We train these grapevines straight up. Beginning of the season, there's nothing here except for a couple of canes, which you can kind of see underneath all the leaves here.
So all these big leaves are bad, I guess, because it blocks the sunlight out?
Good and bad. These are the engine of the grapevine as well, right? So they're harnessing the sunlight that's coming in. But typically what we want to do is in this zone here, which is called your fruiting zone, we'll go through and pull a proportion of the leaves. Just open it up a little bit like that so we get some nice airflow through. We're 100% hand picked, so they'll come through with pruners and pick everything. Imagine these are grapevine bunches and not flowers.
You're wasting grapes.
Everything goes into a little bin. So this whole thing will go, this whole thing will go, and we're left with probably these 2 canes, and we'll lay them down for next year's growth.
The Mackenzie Tour players also had the opportunity to taste some of the wonderful farm-to-table foods prepared by the executive winery chef at their Vineyard Terrace restaurant.
It's awesome, man. Thank you.
It is good. Yeah.
Well, thanks for joining us here today at Cedar Creek. Thanks for trying the wines, and best of luck out on the links.
Thank you.
Cheers, guys.
Thank you. Cheers.
New names populate the leaderboard in round 2 of the GolfBC Championship at Gallagher's Canyon. California's Kevin Lucas fires off 5 consecutive birdies on the back 9 on the way to matching the day's best round with a 7 under 64.
It's definitely nice to get 64 on the board. I'm glad I could follow up a good round yesterday with an even better round today. I managed my game well and got 5 in a row, which was nice.
In just his 3rd career start, Lucas now finds himself in a tie for 2nd.
Everybody's going to go low, you know that, but we'll see how it goes. I'm definitely going to try and get to 20. Depends on where they put the pins.
Australia's Oliver Goss makes a move as well, closing with 4 birdies down the stretch to post a 4 under 67.
Started out a little scrappy, couldn't really get a ball in play, but managed to make a birdie here or there, and yeah, really picked it up on the back 9, which I'm really pleased about. Would have taken 4 under at the beginning of the day, so pretty pleased heading into the weekend.
Goss climbs into a tie for 4th alongside Lee McCoy, who captured the season's first title at the Freedom 55 Financial Open. The University of Georgia alum closes with 4 birdies on his back 9 and sits 3 behind leader Robbie Shelton. Sheldon manages a 3 under 68 in the wind to maintain his lead, while Evan Bowser in solo 2nd to start the day drops out of contention with a 3 over 71. Coming up, in efforts to keep their competitive edge sharp, players from the Mackenzie Tour hit the courts for a pickleball competition.
All right, I see how it is. Yeah, there we go. Don't apologize to him, he deserves it.
And then 3rd round play continues at the GolfBC Championship. This is the Mackenzie Tour PGA Tour Canada.
How's it going, everybody? Nigel Lett here, former Oregon Duck men's player. Starting off with our national championship head cover from our win a year ago. Didn't go the way we wanted to this year, but it's all right. And then we come to the Baby Jordan, a little Concord 11 here, signed by Tinker Hatfield himself to design Jordans 3 through 20. Some superstitions that I have in the bag are what I mark my ball with. A little fort knit from Hungary. It's got the Hungary flag in there. Then we got a couple $50 and then a Deutschmark. It's one of my favorites so far. And then we have a little French coin, a little franc. That's what's in the bag.
There are lots of ways to stay in shape and keep your competitive edge sharp. And before teeing it up at the GolfBC Championship, the Mackenzie Tour players took it from the course to the courts at Pickleball Kelowna.
Welcome, everyone, the Mackenzie Tour. Thank you for being a part of this pickleball event.
A first ever for the Mackenzie Tour, this pickleball tournament was played at the Parkinson Recreation Center. It was created to help promote the 2017 Canadian Nationals Pickleball Tournament, which will take place in Kelowna this July.
This is my first time playing pickleball, but I had a great time doing it. Yeah, there we go. All right, I see how it is.
It's a blast. First time playing it, and I believe when I go back home, I'm going to pick it up and play it with my friends.
Let's go, partner.
I can't believe how intense that game is, but I think all the guys really enjoyed it.
Got it. Oh, I was trying to lob it up and over his head. It's really important, to get out and into the communities at each city that we play in and give back to the community in the pro-ams and the junior stuff.
It's awesome. The people here are so nice. We appreciate everything. They take care of us. Everybody's awesome. We've been having a blast.
A for effort.
When you come to a place like Kelowna, you want to help try to keep these things going. So we're more than happy to come do as much as we can to support the communities that are supporting us.
There he is, there's the hammer.
How many challenges do we get? Yeah.
I had the low score of the day. I guess it's like a good thing anywhere else but here. So hopefully that continues for the rest of the week.
Take a couple here. Perfect.
It's moving day at the GolfBC Championship, and Calgary native Jared Dutoit takes full advantage. The 19-year-old sets a new Gallagher's Canyon course record with a 10 under par 61 on Saturday.
I was just thrilled to play the weekend, go try and shoot a great score, and I love playing as a single. I like going fast. I don't like waiting too much, so that was awesome for me. And try to birdie every hole, give myself a good look, and played well.
Adam Webb follows up a 64 with a 65 on the weekend. He fires off a round that includes 6 birdies and an eagle and climbs to 14 under and solo second. Making his 7th career start on the Mackenzie Tour PGA Tour Canada, Johnny Ruiz vaults into a tie for 3rd with a 7 under 64. The 23-year-old eagles each of the par 5s and adds 3 more birdies on his card to get to 9 under with 4 to play. But he cards 2 bogeys in the final 4 holes and sits just 4 off the lead. But the round, once again, goes to 22-year-old Robbie Shelton. He makes 5 birdies and an eagle against just 1 bogey on the day, and finishes with a birdie at 18 for a 3-stroke advantage.
I'm striking it really well, and a few putts fell on the front 9 to get the momentum going, and it was an easy back 9 for me. And I just cruise, I'm hitting fairways, and everything's just working out.
A little local knowledge from his caddy and Gallagher's Canyon Club champion Dwayne Henry just might be his secret weapon.
It was great. He definitely helped me with some reads, and it's pretty cool to have the club champion on the back.
Jake Knapp is also in contention, firing off 4 birdies to just 1 bogey for a share of 3rd alongside Ruiz and Cody Blick.
I drove it really well and gave myself a lot of opportunities. Just felt like I left myself on the wrong side of the hole, so I had a lot of really tough birdie putts, but was able to capitalize on a few and just didn't make many mistakes.
But Sheldon is looking sharp as they head for Championship Sunday.
If Robbie goes out there and obviously posts a low number, it's going to be tough to catch him, but you can really attack that front side. So ideally getting off to a good start and getting within a couple shots, especially making the turn. You should be fine in the back 9. There's scoring chances coming in. So, I think, it's very doable.
I'm throwing darts, and it's nice to see. And just luckily a few putts fell. The swing has been feeling really well, and just the putter's finally working. It's just been a solid week.
Coming up next, can Robbie Shelton hold on in the final round of the GolfBC Championship and make it a wire-to-wire victory? Or will someone from the chase pack emerge? Find out when this is the Mackenzie Tour PGA Tour Canada returns. This is the Mackenzie Tour PGA Tour Canada. It's the final round of the GolfBC Championship, and Alabama's Robbie Shelton begins the day with a 3-stroke lead. But quickly finds himself in a 4-way battle for the title, as Adam Webb, Cody Blick, and Johnny Ruiz all make a charge. But Shelton maintains sole possession of the lead with a steady 1 under front side, and makes the turn 1 up on the chase pack. But it will be a fight to the very end for the GolfBC Championship. And this group of 4 makes it interesting, each tying or taking the lead at various points down the stretch. When Johnny Ruiz and Cody Blick reach the pivotal 72nd hole, Ruiz finds himself in solo first at 19 under par, 1 stroke ahead of Blick and 54-hole leader Robbie Shelton. But an unlucky break off the tee puts Ruiz in a precarious situation.
I didn't think I could reach the tree on 19, but yeah, I went up by the tree bark and had to go at it left-handed.
And a bogey drops him back into a tie with Blick, who pars 18. And both he and Blick finish with the clubhouse lead at 18 under par.
I've been in the heat of battle before, but not on a tournament like this. These guys are good. We were competing for a lot of money, and it was fun.
When the final pairing reaches 18, Robbie Shelton is in position to strike, but he still thinks Ruiz holds the lead.
I had no idea. Looking up on the scoreboard, it said somebody was at 19, and I was for sure he parred this hole, so I pulled it a little. My lie wasn't great. I just knew I had to land on the green and have topspin and roll up to the pin.
A great approach puts him in position for birdie and the victory.
I thought I had to make it to go into a playoff, and somebody told me I was walking off the green that I won, and then it hit me.
The win is Shelton's first on the Mackenzie Tour PGA Tour Canada.
Just to win anywhere is so exciting. Just to know that my game's there, to finally get one done feels great.
At the conclusion of the BC swing, the race for the top 5 is evolving. TJ Vogel hangs on to the 5th position, while Cody Blick moves into 4th after his T2 finish. Coming off his victory in Victoria, Max Rotliff occupies the 3rd spot, while another champion, Lee McCoy, sits comfortably in 2nd place. But Robbie Shelton moves to the top of the leaderboard with his win in Kelowna.
I still have to play well, and there's 9 more events, and I'm going to have to play each one.
Not only was it a great week for the University of Alabama standout, it was also a great week for charity. The GolfBC Championship raised $50,000 for the Canadian Red Cross, which will go directly to the Kelowna Flood Relief Program. And it also generated $100,000 for the BC Cancer Foundation. On the next episode of This is the Mackenzie Tour PGA Tour Canada, we head to Winnipeg, Manitoba for the Players' Cup, where in 2016, Dan McCarthy picked up his 3rd trophy in his record-setting 4-win season. We'll see you then.